Hello and welcome to Your Government in Action, a presentation of Bahamas Information Services. I'm Carissa Williamson. The Ministry of Labor and the Public Service held a high-level stakeholders meeting to address the ongoing review and reform of labor legislation in the Bahamas. The meeting took place at the National Training Agency on May 19, 2025.
So good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here this morning. I have a big bright smile because I'm so excited. When we propose a lot of things in our country, we are met with a lot of cynicism. People know that something is required, which is this, labor legislative reform, but I think the country has grown to a place where we've heard some things so many times that when it comes up again, there's the, okay, yeah, we'll see. So today is a great moment because while we have been proposing in our nation the changes that need to happen to labor legislation for a very long time, it's not made it this far. But I assure you, because of this team, all of us in this room, that we will make it to the finish line, and before the year ends, we will have passed new labor legislation for the Commonwealth of the Bahamas because of the work, the input, and the collaboration of everyone in this room. So I want to start by asking you all to give yourselves a round of applause. I am grateful to everyone for the collaborative effort because I've mentioned this in so many places, so many times before, that we must not take for granted that what we have here is something that's enjoyed in other countries around the world. So for this effort, this collaborative effort, and to every stakeholder present, I say to God be the glory, because this is something that many countries, many countries even in our region, my fellow Caribbean labor ministers say that they don't have the opportunity to enjoy. And I say enjoy because while we may agree sometimes to disagree as stakeholders, we continue to come to the table, we continue to have the conversations, we continue to promote good social dialogue, and that is critical in advancing and making progress. There is not perfection, but there is progress. And I don't know where perfection lies, but wherever there's progress, wherever we're moving forward towards our goal, it means that we're being successful. So, officially, good morning to all of you. And I want to thank you for joining us today as we gather at what I call a pivotal moment for the future of labor in our nation. It's definitely an honor to have all of you here with us to take this next step in the journey. And I do believe, based on the results we've had so far, that we have the right people in the room to guide this progress. And this is because you are the people, we are the people who are dedicated to the cause. So we have a roll call, as Ms. Taylor would have already done this morning. We have our union leaders who, most of you, all of you, have spent your careers fighting on behalf of the workers. And then, of course, we have our employer representatives who recognize that in order for your businesses to thrive, our workers, the workers, have to be empowered, they have to be respected. And then we have my favorite people, unashamedly, the public servants, who have worked tirelessly to loan their expertise to the process. And each of you, each of us have helped to bring us to this moment. So we stand together today one step closer to making these reforms that we've spoken about for a very long time a reality. This meeting today represents a critical step towards validating the proposed amendments to the Employment Act and the Industrial Relations Act. And we're here to ensure that we not only move forward for national consultation, and we'll talk more about what the next step is after today, but ensuring that when we go to this national consultation, we understand that this is a product that we are taking to the wider public that is based on collective expertise and a shared vision. This isn't the government moving forward on something. This isn't the union. This isn't the employee confederations. This is the tripartite. And this is the solidarity and the collaborative effort that has provided us with the process and the product that we will now take for national consultation after today. I believe, and I hope that you too do as well, that we are on the right track. The path to where we are has been paved with all of these collaborative achievements, but most importantly, while my ministry has coordinated this effort, it's you, the tripartite stakeholders, who've shaped the substance, who've ensured the alignment with the international standards that we always benchmark with, while we are still addressing our unique national context. And I'd like to say that your fingerprints are on every page of these recommendations, and the collective responsibility has been significant and appreciated. So I applaud you all for your contributions in that regard. So colleagues, our progress is also reflected outside of the bounds of this legislative reform process. Over the past 3.5 years, we have worked together through this tripartite partnership, and we have driven progress on over 55 labor agreements signed, and that equates to increases in minimum wage, promotions, salary increases, improved benefits and conditions for workers, and the achievement of the lowest unemployment rate since 2008. And that means that tens of thousands of lives have been improved and positively impacted thanks to the work through the National Tripartite Council, as well as the countless and sometimes grueling negotiations and meetings that we've held individually in other contexts. While we've helped to achieve this milestone after milestone, we continue to speak from a collaborative space, and each milestone provides us with lives that are transformed. Last year, our collaborative efforts in developing the first ever white paper on labor reforms with over 250 recommendations from you demonstrated that we can achieve what we can achieve through inclusive social dialogue.
With the goal of addressing compensation and better working conditions for doctors, the Public Hospitals Authority and the Bahamas Doctors Union signed a new industrial agreement. The signing took place at the Office of the Prime Minister on May 23, 2025.
My ministry and the Public Hospitals Authority now proud to formalize this industrial agreement with the Bahamas Doctors Union, reaffirming our shared commitment to delivering exceptional health care for all Bahamians. Ladies and gentlemen, labor partners are essential to the success of the public health care system, and the Public Hospitals Authority remains dedicated to open, transparent, and respectful dialogue with all union representatives. This agreement today reflects the PHA's recognition of the evolving needs of medical professionals in the healthcare system, ensuring fair, competitive working conditions for our staff members. This agreement includes salary increases for all Bahamas Doctors Union members, with additional increments in year 3, 4, and 5, ensuring physicians are fairly compensated for their critical role in the healthcare delivery system. The Ministry of Health and Wellness values the dedication of our physicians and remains committed to the continuous engagement with the Bahamas Doctors Union to address further challenges and opportunities that may come to the forefront. Together, we will uphold the highest standards of patient care while fostering a supportive and equitable working environment for all healthcare professionals. Finally, today's signing marks a positive step forward in strengthening the partnerships between the PHA and the BDU. We look forward for continuous collaboration as well as hard work together as we improve the healthcare system in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I would like to especially thank Mr. Bernard Evans and his team for their negotiation skills and for keeping everyone at the table so we can accomplish what we are doing today. I thank you.
There are a lot of big things coming. I won't preempt them. I'll allow you to have that moment when I deliver my communication. But I'm pleased in the progress that we're making. Prior to coming into office, we had the opportunity to consult with the unions to understand the mood, the requests, the needs of workers in the country. And I think our administration has done a yeoman's job in meeting the mark as best we can, especially considering the economic climate and any fiscal implications that are aligned. So I'm excited to deliver the communication, and I hope that you will be listening in for all of those great announcements.
And now we take a look up north with Andrew Coakley of our Northern Service.
Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, is calling for Grand Bahamians to help save lives by donating blood during the 3rd annual Gift of Life blood drive set to take place this Saturday, May 31st at the Harold de Gregory Building. The blood drive is being held in conjunction with the Ministry for Grand Bahama in partnership with the Public Hospital Authority, the Grand Bahama Health Services, and the Blood Donor Society of Grand Bahama. During a press conference to announce the drive at the Ministry for Grand Bahama, Minister Moxie noted that the blood drive is an initiative that speaks to who Grand Bahamians are as a people.
Over the past 2 years, we've witnessed hundreds of residents stepping forward, rolling up their sleeves, and giving selflessly to help others. That is the spirit of Grand Bahama. We are resilient, compassionate, and united. This year, through our CoLab, Partnerships for Development Unit, the Ministry for Grand Bahama is proud to join forces with the Public Hospitals Authority and Grand Bahama Health Services once again to assist them with getting the blood supply they need to save lives, whether in emergencies, surgeries, or ongoing medical care. I'm sure many of us have seen messages in our chat groups or flyers on social media requesting a blood donation for someone urgently in need. Some of us have stories of instances when we or family members or close friends were in dire need and the community came together to help. 1 unit of blood can save lives, and every single donation counts. Behind every donation is a story of hope, healing, and humanity. So I invite all Grand Bahama residents to come to the CoLab unit in the Ministry for Grand Bahama, which is located on the 1st floor of the Harold de Gregory Building, to donate blood on Saturday, May 31st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's ample parking and a simple registration process that will make your donation experience smooth and efficient. Bring a friend, bring your family, and be a hero. Even if you can't give, you can still support by spreading the word and encouraging others to donate. Let's continue to show the strength of our island, not just in words, but in action. Together, we can give the greatest gift of all, the gift of saving a life.
Dr. Anna Tankawan, a pathologist at the Rand Memorial Hospital, says certain medical conditions does not stop people from donating blood.
Sometimes we ever have some queries regarding, if I want to donate blood, however, I have high blood pressure or I have diabetes. Those conditions are not an absolute contraindication as a blood donor. When you go to the Rand Memorial Hospital to donate blood, your blood pressure is being taken. And aside from that, as long as you have been taking religiously all your medications for diabetes and hypertension, you can donate blood. And for the age requirement for blood donation, we have 18 to 64 years old. However, if a person less or a minor around 16, 15 or 16 years old, they can donate in emergencies. However, they also need a parent or a guardian's consent for blood donation. And in persons more than 65 years old, they could also donate as long as the person is physically healthy to donate.
Maria Nautilus McIntosh, supervisor of the blood bank at the Rand Memorial Hospital, reminds donors that it is mandatory that they eat a healthy meal at least 45 minutes to an hour before donating blood. For Your Government in Action, I'm Andrew Coakley.
More of Your Government in Action when we return. Welcome back. The Ministry of Health and Wellness, in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank, signed a contract for the procurement of new vehicles to support public health services in the Bahamas. The signing took place at the ministry on May 23, 2025.
Today, we are signing 2 contracts to purchase 21 trucks and 10 SUVs. These vehicles will significantly enhance our service delivery throughout the public healthcare system, particularly in our surveillance unit and contact tracing. This project is funded by way of the Inter-American Development Bank loan facility, and to strengthen our defense against the threats to public health, we are allocating these vehicles to assist with the process of quickly identifying, assessing, and responding to infectious disease and surveillance, particularly in our family islands. By improving our mobility in the Ministry of Health and our response capability, we find ourselves now with these vehicles in a better position to do so. And so as we sign this contract today with Bahamas Bus and Truck, as a result of a competitive bidding protocol and collaborative efforts with the healthcare sector, there is the need for these vehicles, and the contract amount is $1,447,823.80. I'd like to personally thank the IDB partnership, all my team members at the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the Project Execution Unit, and our management team, including Bahamas Bus and Truck, for their perseverance with this particular project. We look forward to continuing our work with the IDB as we advance our integrated healthcare mechanisms to ensure that we are able to service the needs of Bahamians, not only in Nassau and Grand Bahama, but throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I thank you.
Under the patronage of Governor General Her Excellency the Most Honorable Dame Cynthia Pratt, the Registrar General's Department celebrated its 110th anniversary with a ceremony under the theme, Recording Your Treasured Past, Protecting Your Treasured Future, to honor past and present members of staff. The ceremony took place at Government House on May 22, 2025.
We are truly proud of your accomplishments thus far. And the tenure of some of our employees at the Registrar General could itself be a history lesson that we should likewise document. We should document your experiences over the past 3 decades. Which you have seen is an important element of our society to remember that. Yes, we should document each and every one. There's no doubt that the Registrar General Department plays a vital role in our nation's history, as birth records are essential to securing one's identity and the preservation of those records. Land titles are precious and are the core sense of economic freedom of many in this country. Company incorporations, both domestic and international, drive the economy. As I have said, the responsibilities of the Registrar General Department underpin all elements of our society. Think about it. Every single piece of our society is touched in some way, some fashion, by what you do. Ensuring that our records are preserved so well are the results of tireless efforts of the Registrar General staff, 29 of whom we recognize here today. These are persons who are knowledgeable in every aspect of the department, who interact with and serve the public on a daily basis, and who represent decades of duty and conscientiousness to the Bahamian populace. These 29 people that we recognize today have knowledge and experience that are invaluable, and as I said, we must find a way to preserve this. Customer service, we know, is challenging and tiresome at times. And sometimes we serve people who, frankly, we may not want to serve. But we do it, and we remain faithful during some of the most difficult circumstances. And for that, the Bahamas government is truly, truly grateful of your efforts. And we are here today to applaud you. Your service to the people of the Bahamas is not lost on us, and I want to say thank you so much. This 110th year is not only significant in terms of numbers, and wow, we heard all of the events that we've had to celebrate 110. I want to congratulate the committee. We have seen this also usher in a further new era of restructuring within the department. For the first time ever, there are going to be 4 distinct registries and 4 registrars. We're going to have companies, intellectual property, registry of records, and soon we're going to have a registry of land. That is a monumental accomplishment. I must say this is necessary. Change is not always easy, and sometimes change, we're hesitant to accept. But I must say it was necessary, because I am sure you can appreciate, and you know, over your time at the Registrar General, the volume of services that you perform have only increased, and sometimes increased exponentially. The complexity of matters that you handle is enormous and only growing. With these changes in workloads and changes in the scope of what you do, it has been necessary to have different departments with different specialties developed. Not only to service the public in a more efficient manner, but to provide opportunities for each and every one of you to develop your particular skills in those areas. It's an important factor. There will be additional opportunities for growth, upward mobility, and the development of yourselves in each and every one of these registries. I encourage each of you to take the opportunity to invest in yourself. Invest in your knowledge and your skills to maximize your opportunity as we witness this transformation. You are the pioneers, you are the trailblazers of this transformation, and as you have done in the past, we look to you to ensure that your professionalism and your experience, that this transition is as seamless as possible. We are most grateful for your patience and understanding as we work through this process. It is not always easy and not always without learning opportunities. But we firmly believe that it is the right thing to do. The right thing for our customers and the right thing for each of you. And we thank you. We thank you for your patience, and we thank you for your understanding, and we thank you for your dedication. We will continue with the digitization process within the department with the goal of optimum efficiency and productivity to make the Registrar General's department not just winners in float parades. I still hold a grudge. I still hold a grudge. I thought I was going to win that at the Office of the Attorney General. You guys didn't even place. You guys led that. But we want to be winners of pride and excellence, embodying the best that the public service has to offer. The launch of CARS on the company side, the pending launch of the digital platform Cross on the record side are significant parts of the reform. Being able to capture all the data, we spoke about data from the late 1800s, being able to capture that in a centralized and a digital platform, preserve it forever, is an important function, not only to preserve our history, but to advance the country into the 21st century. The creation of a standalone intellectual property registry is an important function. We are a creative country. From Junkanoo, to our artists, to our musicians, to things such as bush medicine. We are a creative country. These all require intellectual property protections to assist our orange economy to grow and to develop, and to assist our Bahamian creatives to be able to monetize their creations that they work so hard at. This office will be expanded and developed into an effective online registry. Lastly, I just want to mention the proposed land registry. This is a significant accomplishment of what we're doing. It's going to fall squarely on the Registrar General's department. The function of land ownership in our country underpins the economic base of scores of Bahamians throughout this archipelago. There might not be a more significant reform at the Registrar General today than the creation of a land registration system. There will be opportunities for those of you who are interested in that reform. This will be a registry constituted from the ground up. I encourage you to keep your mind open to these opportunities. We will start and we will move fast, right, BS? So we welcome you to think about this. Our desire is to have a functioning land registry in place by the end of this calendar year, with land ownership being adjudicated and put it on a public registry by the end of this year. It's a massive goal. But it's one that I know with the people in this room that we can achieve. We've achieved greatness before. So congratulations again to each and every one of you. We truly appreciate your talents and the work that you do and your dedication. And special recognition and congratulations to the 29 long-serving staff of the Registrar General's Department who we honor today.
I'm Carissa Williamson, and this has been Your Government in Action, a proud presentation of Bahamas Information Services. Join us on Tuesday evenings where we bring you highlights, coverage, and information as we continue to do what we do best, linking people and government.